Hi, Receptive Radio, Thursday, October 19th. Thank you for coming. The theme today is tuning into the harvest season, your harvest, harvesting your seeds, all those seeds you planted, maybe in the spring, maybe before that, all of those plants that you've been cultivating for many years around your dream, your purpose. There's a good opportunity right now with this being in the season of fall where we do harvest our crops to harvest for our purpose work, to harvest power, to harvest prosperity and abundance. And I'm doing that all the time. I'm noticing all of the harvest that is coming from the 2 years of prep work, but also the 47 years of prep work, all of the years of prep work, all of the planting, all of the seed planting towards my dream, my vision, my desire to do my purpose work for a living. And I know many of us have this desire to do what we really love and make money from it. So we don't have to stay at that job that isn't fulfilling or isn't lined up with what we really love. It's okay to take, be in positions because there's medicine in there, there's teachings in there, there's skills and tools that you've learned at your career that isn't, your purpose work, but it is what you love to do. So it does support what you love to do. It supports what you love to do because all those skills, they can be transferred. They can be transferred to other things. Lots of the skills I've developed through accounting and business, I am using in this business. And, the skills for organization and calendar and work ethic, coming to my business every day and putting the effort in, showing up for my business. Like I used to show up at a job. I'm doing that for this. So you can take, all of these things that you've been doing and bring them to this creation of your dream, of your vision, and use it to harvest the skills, harvest the tools, use the tools in your harvest, and have gratitude. Like Thanksgiving is in Canada, just happened, and it's coming in November, I think, for the US and many other places of the world. I'm not sure if they have a Thanksgiving, but they have this season. We're in the fall season in the Northern Hemisphere. And in the Southern Hemisphere, we're having the spring season. So, but even when we're harvesting, we're still planting. We're preparing the ground after we harvest the crops to plant seeds again. So there's always this cycle happening. When we're harvesting, we're planting again. So what can you do to help you harvest what you want? Well, it's a very powerful time, and it's so important to stay grounded. And especially when we get excited, when we see the fruits and the harvest happening, and we're getting momentum, it's really important to double down and stay even more grounded. And I've been teaching this all along. Practice makes perfect. So you have to practice. You have to do the inner processes that help you to stay present and grounded, to stay in your body, connected to your higher self that has this great vision and dream for your life. You have to anchor it. You have to harvest that for yourself inside yourself too. And you can plant more seeds. You can ask for support when you're in your presence, when you're in your vertical core, your highest alignment with yourself, grounded in the body and deep into the earth with your root system. So don't forget to practice. We often get, when we're stretching and growing, we can get, really busy and overwhelmed, or we're still working in the career we don't want to, that doesn't fulfill us while we're trying to build what we're doing, and we might feel stretched, we might feel overwhelmed. There's all this new technology to support our businesses, apps, softwares that we're learning. They don't even have instructions, so you basically have to practice with them. Well, before, life coaches and teachers, spiritual teachers, we didn't get instruction manuals on how to do it. We learn from our parents, we learn from society, and some of those programs aren't helpful. They're not resonant. And so we need to learn better ways. And sometimes when we're practicing, we're not seeing the fruits of that labor right away, because it takes discipline, it takes commitment, it takes doing it regularly for it to work. So I encourage you to do the practices that I teach. I know they work because I've gotten results. And I know that many of you have worked them and you've gotten the results too. So double down when you're even busier. Give yourself the 10, the 5 minutes, the 15 minutes, or the hour practice in the morning to come back to yourself, get grounded. And you can take any one of these episodes from Receptive Radio and use it for your practice that day. Take a theme and work with it. Whatever's resonating and you need extra support with that day. The fundamentals of being in your body and being present, lined up with your highest self, your essence in your body, is so important. And it will open up the clarity and the receptivity, and it will make you more attractive and magnetic to those clients, those business opportunities, those fruits that you want to bring into your life. So let's take 3 breaths. The next one, just tune into the present moment. And then the 3rd breath, really land in your body. Visualize your essence, your higher self. If it's not already in your body, coming down into this channel at the top of your head and all the way into your feet. What does your higher self look like as you bring it in? Visualize that. What does your higher self, your presence, your energetic light body, does it look the same as your physical body? Let's just look at that. Gaze inside and breathe normally, using the tool of breathing to guide yourself toward inside, looking. Look at your higher self. Look at your essence inside your temple, your body temple, your vehicle. Higher self is the driver. We want to be driving this vehicle, our body. So what does it look like to you? Is it radiant and bright? When you look into your heart, does it expand your heart even bigger? When you move to the back of your head center, into that head center in the back of your head, is your higher self really clear and focused, quiet, loving and kind? Just notice. Notice your presence being radiant and light-filled. Notice your head center expand and become open and receptive to receiving yourself, your higher self. And then notice down in your body, deeper down in your belly, your home base, your womb space, your dantian, your power center, your presence, your essence, and into your legs and your feet. When you have sensations and tingling as you guide your focus to each place that I'm naming, trust that that's your presence, that's your essence, that's your higher self communicating with you that, yeah, I'm here, I'm in you. We're in union together, we're doing this together. We are one. We're whole, radiant, vibrant, beautiful. And the radiance of your higher self makes it brightens your physical body. The life force is beautiful. Think of the rose blooming, the sun shining, the earth, growing, even the leaves falling off the tree. That's sort of life force, representations of life force are amazingly beautiful. And that's you. And the harvest can be harvesting your presence, harvesting your higher self. When you're connected with your higher self, you are powerful. You have your power. And having your power makes you more present. Gives your purpose a place to manifest. Helps you attract prosperity towards you. And then so keep feeling into your energetic body, your presence, integrating with your cellular physical body, your structure of matter that you are. Imagine when you're present, you're healthiest. You're in your healthiest, most vibrant self. You have great energy. Your mind's focused and clear and receptive to receiving the guidance, the intuition, the direction that's best for your service, best for you. It's like a program. You're conditioning yourself every time you work it, every time you work this practice, so that you're doing what you practiced. That's the harvest, doing it, taking the action. I'm doing the practice, giving myself the time in the morning, the priority. That's the priority for me. Setting myself up in my presence. Then when I go out to do something for personal or work or my relationship, I'm set up in a better way to, not get distracted, not get triggered, not get annoyed or frustrated. And if I do, I can maybe bring myself back faster to being presence and more in potential and joy and happiness instead of letting it drag me down. So while you're in this presence with your higher self, you're one, you're a union, you're whole, body, mind, and spirit, and energy. Feel into your energetic field around you, your presence, your essence, your higher self, being in that. That can clear anything. It can support anything. So while you're sitting in your alignment, radiating beauty, brilliance, genius, mastery, purpose, power, and prosperity, you're receiving it from the universe right now because you're open and receptive. And as you give your life, give your work, give your service, you're receiving at the same time. Open and receptive. To wonderful things, to great potential, to the great harvest, and ready to handle anything that would show up. But in my experience, the more I'm in potential, the more really good things show up, and the less frustrating things show up for me. That's the trick. That's the magic. Keep gravitating towards the best, feeling the best, trusting. And then the fear program starts to, it can't get in because I'm not letting it. There's no room for it. My essence, my higher self's taken up all the space, and it's really good and happy and joyful. And then you're protected from it too, because your higher self is very protective. It's taking up the space inside of you so nothing else can get in that would shake it, that would rock it, that would disturb it. It does take practice, but it can happen quickly. And mastery is all about failure. And I'm starting to look at failure and mistakes as really good. And they get easier and easier. Oh, messed that up. Course correct. Ask for more help from myself, from my higher self. Ask for more guidance, more direction. Just keep gravitating to the center line, the middle road. When I first, 26 years ago, I called the vertical alignment the middle pillar. The middle way. Notice how open and receptive you are right now. I'm feeling it. And I'm feeling it. And I'm supporting you to feel it too, to be in it. And it feels really good. And whatever I do next, I feel ready. I feel present. I feel grounded. Harvesting all the good fruits that from seeds I've planted long ago. Some of them really a long time ago. Now I'm harvesting. That original seed was all supported by all these other little seeds I planted. Now I'm harvesting a really big fruit. And then that creates momentum for some more really big fruits to get harvested. Some trees, like cedars, that are great and tall, 400 feet tall, it's taken them 1,000 years to get that big. But they had major growth spurts during that 1,000 years, and maybe they've been that big for 900 of them, So allow yourself to grow at exactly the speed you need to be for your highest purpose, for your highest good. So thank you for showing up. And the recording is available on the new app anytime. Have a great day.